Hi, I'm Bill Brantner. I'm the former mayor here in Williamsburg, and I want to talk a little bit about the founder of our town and a few influential or pretty prominent people from our town. Jacob Ake was the founder. He founded our town in 1790. Jacob Ake bought 600 acres originally, and then he subdivided it. 317 acres is here in the borough. There was originally 120 lots when the town was first organized. Originally, it was called Ake Town, and in 1820, he renamed the town after his son, William. And the reason he chose Williamsburg was because of the ample water supply, because of the big spring. And there's approximately 6 million gallons a day, and it goes down the race into the Juniata River. Two of the most famous people probably from Williamsburg would be Charles Schwab and Wilmer Stultz. Charles Schwab was probably one of the wealthiest men back in that time, back in early 1900s. He was right up there with the Carnegies and the Vanderbilts and the Rockefellers. He was born here in Williamsburg and had a lot of close friends here, a lot of town's elders, and he told them that whenever Williamsburg decides to industrialize, he would come back, and he kept his word. In 1905, he secured $1 million to break ground for the paper mill, and the paper mill was here for approximately 75 years. It created a lot of jobs. Wilmer Stultz was a guy that flew the plane. It was called the Friendship. He flew it across the Atlantic. It was the first transcontinental flight recorded, and his passengers was Amelia Earhart and Lou Gordon. They had a big celebration here in Williamsburg whenever he returned home. Unfortunately, he died at a young age in a plane accident. His plane went down in Roosevelt Field in Long Island in 1929. He's buried here in Williamsburg over at the Presbyterian Cemetery, and unless you really knew where to look for the grave, it's just a small, simple tombstone buried beside his wife, Mildred. There's a bronze plaque on the flat surface of the grave that says that he's the one that flew the Friendship. I think the borough is very proud of the fact that we've always tried to keep that part of our history, our heritage, for many generations to see. I've done everything humanly possible to make sure that there's always going to be a record somewhere of all the heritage. Williamsburg's a small town, but it's got a big heart, and anytime there's been a tragedy in our town, the people just seem to pull together. The small-town atmosphere, I guess, is what I enjoy most. And I've been fortunate enough to be all over the world, but it's always nice to come back to my hometown.